Always remember, your focus determines your reality. Stay close to me, and you'll be safe.
Yo, how's it going, everybody? How are we all doing today? Well, today's video, I wanted to go over Ki-Adi-Mundi for just a little bit. And my thoughts. Is he worth all the hype? Is he worth getting 7-star? Well, I'll go over my thoughts because I've had him 7-star for, I'd say, you know what? I want to say the past couple months, maybe past month and a half. I'll just keep it to a month and a half because I think I've had him for a while. I'm not too sure exactly when, but I've had him for a couple TBs now. So, Ki-Adi-Mundi, where is mine, by the way? I don't even know where he is. Relic 5 cam, I know I have him. There he is. So, I do have him. Is he worth all the hype? Well, I want to go over some points in this video where I use him, where he exceeds, and where, you know, he might not really be doing much for me in my roster. Maybe he's just like lying around doing absolutely nothing. Well, we'll go over some of this. So today, Cam is one of the hardest, if not, he is the hardest guy to 7-star in the game. If you're not in a guild that can get, you know, good Ki-Adi-Mundi shards every month in your light side GOTB, it's really going to take you a long time. I was in a guild, just to give you some background. I was in a few guilds, actually. I've been moving around a lot in my in the game for a while, and not really until recently, in the last, I would say, 3 to 4 months, I've been in guilds that have gotten very high shards. So I think if you guys were to remember that double drop glitch when it was first out, I did use that once. So I think I got from, like, instead of like a 20, I got like a 40. So I got, I guess, 20 extra shards. But like in the long-term scheme of things, like, that's really nothing. 20 extra shards, not gonna get you much, right? But anyways, after that was figured out, I got into some of these nicer guilds, and then I started getting like 30, and then up until like 3 to 4 months ago, I got around 40 shards, 40, 42, sometimes a bit higher, sometimes a bit lower. But that right there is something that not everybody will have, and that's one thing that I know. So, if you guys are thinking more about this, in some of your own guilds, some guilds might have more shards, some might have lower. Well, it's going to take you a long time. That's the whole point of that. He's going to be long farm, right, to get him 7-star. And you want to know if he's worth it? Well, I'll let you right now. Right now, if he's worth it. Not really. Jedi. He is a Jedi, needs a Galactic Republic. Yeah, he gives you that dual faction tag, and it's nice, but really, in all reality, the Galactic Republic Jedi are just not that great in the game right now. I think I've seen some Arnold videos about, you know, I'm a Gundai with Ki-Adi-Mundi and, you know, working as a Grandmaster Yoda lead. It might work versus, like, some, I think, a Grievous team, but, like, right now, and maybe some other, I didn't really watch the video. I showed it really did a good job of killing and stopping Grievouses. But, like, is it really worth pulling a Grandmaster Yoda in for this guy and using him there? Well, I don't think so. I think Yoda right now, especially if you have other Jedi built up, he's not that worth it, especially considering the fact that if you do have a 7-star cam, that kind of means that you will already have a MASH Luke unlock, because you're going to be in one of those top tier guilds if you already have a cam 7-star. So that's why I would say keep Yoda for different teams, especially he's really great right now with MASH Luke. So I just don't see the value with Cam right now in the game. There's so many other great Jedi teams right now, and Cam doesn't really add much to it. Although he does get some really amazing uses with a GL, and that is Master Luke. So I wanted to show this off. I'm going to be fighting. Let's fight Sam Crow again, just because I want to show this off in the video. So I use this team every single day in my climbs with Master Luke lead, with Grandmaster Yoda, with all the other guys, right? And it's really fun to see this, because it gets you the ultimate so dang fast. And it's kind of sad I'm showing you this, because this is really the only use I get out of him. I guess there's other uses, but at the moment, this is really the furthest I get. But in this video, I just want to show you what it looks like. So I usually do this. I give it to Revan. I do a TM swap with my Gas. Gas does this. Give it to Yoda. And then I create everybody. They all get their increased cooldowns. And it might not seem like Cam's doing much in here, but just wait until he does happen to go, because he actually can do some insane amounts of damage. So this is with the Master Luke lead, and Master Luke kind of gives out the exact same thing that Ki-Adi-Mundi Unique does give out. So we'll go and check it out right now while we get his turn. So you guys might remember this one, Jedi Council right here. Well, this is with if they're all GR Jedi, well, we're not all GR Jedi here, right? But with Master Luke's lead, you kind of get all those extra bonuses regardless. So it's really not that huge, and especially considering the fact that the GR Jedi right now are so either really terrible or they're really good, but they need to be used elsewhere, right? So it's kind of hard to, for me to say you gotta get Cam up and running. Although I'm sure there's some conglomeration of a team that you can just throw together that's actually pretty dang good with Cam, but that requires so much investment of these really poor characters and an allotment of those resources that I just don't see it being that worth. So he is a really fun character. He's actually great in 3v3 right now with my splits. In 5s, he is definitely great as well. I always keep him on offense to use him with my Master Luke. And again, if you're going to have Cam, 7-star, you're more than likely going to have a Master Luke unlocked and, Relic 7. So it's kind of like one of those things that is very, very niche. This is one of the most niche characters, and I'm not really here to say, you should go for him, because I don't think you should go for him if you're pushing for him. Although, getting that whole Shock T team built up is definitely great. As you can see here, the battle's pretty much over. We already got the win. So I'm going to swap gears. I'm going to show off my my cam run that I had last. We're going to keep talking about Ki-Adi-Mundi. So the other part I want to talk about, I know he's great with some Jedi, right? But the other uses that I do get out of him at times is with the Padme and the Galactic Republic. So right now in the game, the really strong base team with Padme tends to be Padme lead with General Kenobi, Anakin, and then Ahsoka. And then that 5th slot can really be interchangeable. I guess even that 4th and 5th slot can be as well, but the 5th in particular is the one that you can really interchange as you may and as you will. So you can either use a Cam there, which is definitely a great thing, or you can toss like a Barriss. Sometimes you can toss in a 3PO or a Grandmaster Yoda, but Cam is definitely great for the splits. He's really not there like a huge key character in those teams, but he allows for better splits of teams. And again, that's only really something that is good later on in the game. It's nothing too to be crazy and to be all hyped about. He is good, but he's useful in splits of teams, and that's not really that crazy useful for most people, because most people kind of don't need that. For me though, however, I think that's a huge bonus thing for me, because I need that pretty big time actually in my GACs and TWs. So I guess at the end of all this with Cam, is he being used a lot? Yeah, but not to the extent that you might think. He's not being used in, doing huge big things for me. He's really just being used as either a filler team, or I use him, like I just said, with Master Luke to help me out further in some of those battles, especially killing the GL Rays and even sometimes the Kylos if I do happen to fight those. But really, Cam, not really worth it, guys. At least for right now. At least right now, because I'm saying this as of right now in January 2021. He is good. Keep on farming him. Not saying to not stop farming him. No, keep on farming him. But is he worth it right now? Not really. He's nothing crazy. So don't be like farming, don't be like thinking of the very end goal of you actually do have him, and rather having him 7-star. Don't be thinking he's going to be all that and then some. No, he is no Wat Tambor by any means, but he is still something to keep an eye on for. And I do believe that this year we can probably get some new either characters based around that era of Star Wars, or get some reworks of those older characters, like hopefully a Mace Windu and a Qui-Gon Jinn. Hopefully one of those two get a touch-up or a rework. Because if they do happen to just kind of throw in one, maybe even two, but I think just one rework or a touch-up, or even a new character as is, to that Galactic Republic Jedi faction, or sub-faction, I guess you could say, that whole team and how that squad will function will go up immensely in value. And then I would say it's very much worth it. But as of right now, he's been out for a year in the game, because the light side TB has been out for a long time now. He's still not that crazy worth it to me. But as you can see here, to get him, you need some of these clones, and you need Shock T. And guess what? This team right here is so amazing. So it's definitely worth it to still go for them. But, right now, as me having him for a couple of months here, nothing too impressive. Nothing too impressive. Like I said, he's being used to just kind of be filled in with some of my Jedi, some like Galactic Republic. In 3v3, I think recently I used him with a Grandmaster Yoda lead, because I was able to split it up easier for 3v3, and that actually got a pretty good hold for me. It just is something, though, that it just, you can definitely tell it's missing some parts because these older, Jedi from that Galactic Republic faction, they're just so outdated, and you don't be pulling a GK, you don't be pulling an Ahsoka or a Shaak Ti or any of these other really, really important characters, because those guys are supposed to go in their own teams. You got to have some totally new characters that can go and fit there nicely without pulling out too many things for your teams there. But it's still a fun character to use. You can get a lot of fun uses out of it if you guys wanted to, like we were just showing you that little counter to either a mirror match or to a Rey. He can apply armor shred. He can give out more turn meter. He's actually a pretty durable character, especially once you have that little taunt thing as you swap forms. You can double tap, give himself some more turn meter, do everything. He's really great. But the surrounding characters that he's supposed to go in really is not great at all. So it's kind of hard for me to say go for him. I keep saying that. Go for him, I mean, but don't get your hopes up too much. He's great, but just don't go in, maxing him out and thinking, wow, I'm going to get so much crazy use out of him, because you're not. One thing I forgot to mention here in the video of another use of him is once you do have him with Relic 5 and you have that whole JKL and even Master Luke team built, for that new challenge to your pit raid, he can get you a lot more damage in that raid and just help you out a little bit more, getting some more points and getting some more Relic materials for your Relic 8. So that's one pretty big point. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to give it a like, share it around, and sub to the channel if you guys are new here. We're trying to hit our 15K sub goal, so if you guys would like to help support me there, feel free to. Muchly appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Go check out Discord, go check out Patreon, and all the other places to help me out and just hang out and chat. As always, thanks for watching. Until next time, I will see you all later. Peace out, and have a good one.